I mean, your views are generally that of a moderate centrist Democrat. How does leaving the party change how you do your job?
Well, I don't think anything will change about how I do my job. Arizonans sent me to the United States Senate to be an independent voice for our state, and I'll continue doing that. What I think is important about this decision and this move is that I'll be able to show up to work every day as an independent and not be, stuck into one party's demands of following without thinking. And as we've seen in recent years, both parties have created this kind of requirement or a pull towards the edges that you just unthinkingly support all of one party's viewpoints.
Yeah, every bit of that is absolutely disgusting. It's a massive set of lies. She is unthinkingly supporting her owner donors' wishes. That's what she's actually doing. There is disagreement amongst Democratic senators. That's not what she is. She's a person that will deliver for the wealthy. That's it. And just a reminder to her, just in case, no, when you were elected, they did not send you to be an independent voice. They voted for a Democratic candidate. You recall that you pretended to be one at that point? They voted for a Democrat because they wanted a Democrat. If they wanted an independent, there are third-party candidates in many races. They could have supported one. And also, you know full well you ran as a supposed progressive.
Yep.
You ran for that knowing that's what they wanted. They don't want someone who gives the Republicans what they want, who stands against structural reform that will allow the government to finally solve actual problems. You didn't run for as that because you knew that wouldn't be popular, and the polls are demonstrating that. So you know exactly what you were sent to do. You're just refusing to do it because the people that got you elected aren't the ones that are going to make you incredibly wealthy. Francesca?
Yeah, money is bipartisan, and I will go wherever the money is. And you need to remember that about me. And I don't owe you anything. I mean, she drips with contempt. Look, we all know politicians hate our guts. I mean, they hate us. They want us to die. They want us to live in poverty. They want us to be locked up. They do not like us. And Kyrsten Sinema every single damn day reminds, I mean, say what you will about Nancy Pelosi's fridge full of ice cream, whatever you think, her certain elitism, the disdain that Kyrsten Sinema has for her own voters and for the American people, is just unrivaled.
And you can hear it in her voice. I saw you cringing from the fake, faux concern and gravitas in her voice. I don't give a damn about any of this. There's nothing you can do.
I'm telling you, what is the school of stone cold bitches that they go to? It's Ivanka Trump and Tulsi Gabbard, and they're like, okay, now you're not gonna feel anything. Here, we're gonna put a starving baby in front of you and it's gonna cry. That's just my life right now. And you're not gonna feel anything. And they're just like, you've passed, here you go, certificate.
Okay, I'm trying, at some point I'm gonna bring this up because someone gave me a heads up for something funny that's related to this, and we will get to that. Okay. But yeah, no, she's just the worst. Oh, by the way, here's a little bonus extra garbage person. Jake Tapper, you're a piece of garbage. Your voting record is very moderate and centrist. Well, of course, he is for corporate media what she is as a senator, a person who has helped to craft these absolute BS labels that whatever you think of Kyrsten Sinema, she's not moderate. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm just trying to be reasonable and centrist. She is wildly outside of the mainstream of what her constituents want.
Yes.
We don't necessarily have readily available terminology that's acceptable on cable news for how she's a radical, what sort of radical she is, but she is a radical. It is radical to give the middle finger to all of the people who voted for you, to utterly ignore their problems, to stand single-handedly as an obstacle in the way for progress to much needed solutions to problems facing the American people. That is not moderate. That is not centrist. That is wildly radical. But it's Jake Tapper's job to pretend like those sorts of people are utterly reasonable. And you're being unfair if you criticize her. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.